Hi everyone, my name's Kim and I'm going to be taking you through a Pilates class today. If you've never done a class before, welcome. Hopefully this is the start of a new adventure for you. I normally teach at some local gyms around here on the Central Coast. Unfortunately, with the current climate at the moment, that's not possible, so I've had a request to do an online class, so I thought I'd give it a go, and here's my first class. Today, as an option, if you've got a couple of tins of, I've got coconut cream here or whatever you might have at home lying around, just make sure they're equal weights. That's an option just to add a little bit of extra resistance there to this morning's workout or today's workout. So let's get started. So I like to start most classes just trying to find our ideal postural position. So we start with our feet, making sure you're barefoot. Just narrow hip width, so where your thigh bones come up into your hip socket. From there, we want to spread out those toes, give them a little bit of space. Hopefully, this has been an opportunity to get around in your bare feet a bit more than usual, which is always really good for your posture. So from there, little lift through the inner arch of the foot. We're going to carry that energy up through the inner thighs. And then we want to connect with what we all know is an essential part of Pilates, the core. So I want you to think of two main parts. We're going to be lifting that pelvic floor up and drawing those lower abdominals in. So often we coach to think about belly button to spine, but just for a little added bonus to get that transverse abdominis, those lower abdominals turned on, I want you to think about these front points on your hip bones, drawing them back to the base of your spine, or the top of your sit bones there, your sacrum. And that will help to just switch on that core. From there, we're going to grow taller all the way up through the top of the head, so lengthening up through the top of the head, unstacking the spine, and just opening through the chest to relax the shoulders gently down the back. Just making sure our thumbs are facing forward, so if you're holding the hands, that's fine, otherwise bare hands, having the fingers hanging, thumbs facing forward, so your palms are turned in. If you ever notice that the back of your hands are facing forward, just means you're suffering a little bit of this rounded shoulder posture, which so many of us are guilty of these days. So we want to work on opening up through the front of the body, through the chest, relaxing the shoulders down the back, and we'll work on strengthening the back of the body to help with that as well. So I'm just going to come side on here so we can have a little look at our pelvic alignment. Again, something that a lot of people are misaligned with these days. It leads to a lot of injuries, hip issues, knee issues as we get older. So we want to make sure we've got that strong connection with the core to keep us in what we call a neutral spine. So we've just got this natural small curve of the back here. Some people are a little bit what we call this sway back posture where their hips are higher and you're tilted forward like this. Other people, especially after pregnancy, might be in this more lordotic posture, which I know I used to be prone to, especially after a couple of pregnancies and cesareans. So they have this exaggerated curve in their spine and their hip bones sit lower. So we want to work on lifting that pelvic floor, drawing the belly in, slight little squeeze of the glutes as well, just to help to bring us into this neutral alignment. Lastly, we're just going to make sure we tuck the chin a little, and you can let go of the can for a minute. We try to work towards this 4-finger space between our chin and sternum. This helps to relax the muscles in the back of the neck and upper shoulders there. So if you find you have a lot of tension there, sometimes when we have postural issues like the rounded shoulders, we might then come into this kyphotic posture where the chin has to jut up to watch where we're going, otherwise we're looking straight down. So this puts a lot of strain through that upper neck and the upper back. So we want to work on opening up, shoulders down the back, tucking that chin a little to relax the back of the neck. All right, now we're in that nice strong position. Let's inhale through the nose as we bring the arms up overhead, palms towards each other. And exhale as we press away. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, press away. So I want you to think on that inhale about the rib cage expanding wide. So inhaling through the nose, ribs go wide. Exhaling through the mouth, ribs come back together. Inhale. Grow a centimetre taller on this one. Exhale, let's maintain the height as we go down. Growing a centimetre taller, reach long with those arms, but shoulders are coming down the back. Keep lifting the pelvic floor, keep drawing the belly in, staying in that neutral spine. See if you can start to come up onto the toes. Now if this, I'm losing my balance today, if this is too much for you, you could alternate the feet, just do one foot at a time, okay? So plenty of options here, so alternating the feet if you need to, really using that core to stabilize, keep you nice and still. Exhale down, coming back onto the heels if you can, so lifting the toes. So strengthening all those little muscles in our feet is so important for our posture as well. Correct gait, so walking correctly, getting all those muscles to engage how they should. Making sure you got a little bit of pressure on each toe. Last one here. Warming up the whole body, lifting that pelvic floor, little squeeze of the glutes to support. Exhale down. Beautiful. Let's inhale, just bring the arms up. I'm going to bring one hand just behind the other. I'll just bring them down so you can see. I'm quite got the camera set up right. And then I'm going to lift and lengthen through that side and exhale over to the other side. Inhale, lift and lengthen. I'm going to swap hands and exhale over to the other side. So this is a pure side bend here. Make sure that arm stays next to the ear or above the ear. It doesn't come forward or back from the body. Nice and strong through the core here. Stretching out the side of the spine. Last one. Each side. And last one, other side. Reach up tall. Exhale over. Good job. Coming back to center. Let's take the arms down. Inhale, bring the arms or shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, open. Two more. One more. Good job. Little shake out there. All right, let's strengthen through one leg. So a little bit of balance work, really wonderful thing to do, especially as we get older, to help prevent any injuries with slips and falls. So spread out the toes, soft knees, switch on the glutes, switch on that core. Nice and strong. Option one, easier option, toes on the floor just in front, hips are in line. Second option, a little bit harder, bringing that knee up to hip height or just under. Make sure your hip bones are in line, you haven't hitched one up here, okay? Nice and strong through the core, tailbone anchors down. Let's bring the arms out wide, so reaching long, and we're going to do some more controlled arm circles. Inhale, ribs go wide. Exhale, ribs back together. So reaching long here. Relax the shoulders down the back. Don't worry if you lose your balance, you can bring that foot down or just come back up when you're steady again. Relax shoulders away from ears. Last one. And exhale. Good job. Bringing it down, just a little shake out there. Let's come to the other side. So spreading out the toes, switch on the glutes, switch on the core, find your balance. Bring that knee up to hip height. Watch the hips are in line with one another. Take the arms out long and we're just going to reverse the circle. So I'm coming forwards with the arms now. Chin staying a little tucked, eyes are looking at the floor in front. So this is one of those wonderful exercises for rounded shoulders. Keep drawing that belly in. So you can grow a little taller through the top of the head, but anchor the tailbone down. One more breath here. Good job. Bringing those arms down, little shake out and release. All right, let's do one more balance either side. So stretching out those toes, switch on the other glutes, so alternating legs each time. Knee up if you can, or remember toes on the floor is an option for this one too, okay? So use that if you need it. Nice and strong through the core, arms forward but open that chest. We're gonna exhale, open the arms, open the knee without the hip rolling out. Inhale back. So the front of that hip bone stays facing the front. So this is really great for working on stability, flexibility through the hips. Again, opening through that chest, preventing those rounded shoulders. Use your core to stabilize that hip, use your pelvis. Last one. Good job, coming back to center and a little shake out. All right, let's go to the other leg. So stretch out those toes, keep that core switched on, little squeeze the glute to help support, soft knee, knee up if you can, or remember, foot on the floor is okay as well, hips in line, arms forward. We're going to take the palms back as we open up, inhale back. So again, don't worry if you lose your balance. You can always start again or keep the toes on the floor for a little more support. Watch the belly isn't popping out as we open up here. Keep that hip bone facing forward. Two more here. Might be your weaker leg. We tend to stand on the stronger leg first, so if you're struggling on this leg, might need to do a few more single leg exercises on this weaker leg. Stretch out that stronger leg. It's probably taking a lot more load. Good job. Let's just have a little round of the shoulders, a little shake out here. All right, let's come into a wide squat here. So we've got the legs out nice and wide, feet are angled out about 20-30 degrees. I'm going to bring the hands on the hips, or you can just bring them forward for now. It's a bit hard with the hands. Actually, I might bring them up. Let's do that, but relax the shoulders. Inhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly in. Exhale, come down into your wide squat. Good. Now just watch with the wide squat. We want to make sure that our knees are pressing out and they're in line with that second or third toe. So watch they haven't collapsed in. That can be a common tendency, especially for women. So push out with those inner thighs, get them working as well. Inhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly in. Exhale, down a little bit deeper. Let's see if we've got two more in us. Inhale, lift it all up. You can adjust those feet out a little if you need to go a little wider. And exhale down. One more. Good. Let's see if we can hold here. If it's too much, you can come up a little. Exhale. I'm going to lift up onto one foot, lift the opposite arm. Exhale, other side. Inhale in between. So I'm keeping the shoulders relaxed down the back, opening that chest. If it gets too much with the cans, just use the cans. You can do it without. If you need hands on hips, that's another option as well to help with your balance. But try to use that core to help you balance as you get stronger. It will help out more. If you can, both legs, both arms. Remember, just options. Keep alternating if you need to, or just stay down in the squat. Two more. Last one. Good, let's lift it all up. Inhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly in. Exhale, come down a little deeper. Two more. One more. Good job. Coming up there. Walk those legs in. Whew. Nice work, everyone. Little shake out. Well, hopefully you had a little drink. Just take a little sip throughout the class. Feel free to have a little sip whenever you need to. We just don't drink big amounts because obviously we're working those abdominals, the core quite a bit, so we don't want a really full belly. We're going to make our way down to the mat. So if you're a regular Pilates participant, you might bring the arms out in front like genie arms. We have our feet splayed, so our heels are together, feet are splayed apart. We do a little step back and we come down nice and gently, lifting through the top of the head, and then seeing if we can come back without using the arms. Now, if that is too much for you, I totally understand. Please, that's a more advanced option. You can just come down using your hands, okay? So using your arms for a little support. So that's just a bit more of an advanced one for those who are there. All right, I'm going to come towards the front of my mat, so I've got room behind me on the mat. Option to use the cans. If you're a beginner, probably I'd leave them just by the sides for now. We'll start with the legs together. We're going to sit up really nice and tall. Tuck the chin in here. Squeeze those inner thighs. Draw that belly button in. So for my beginners, hands just behind the thighs. You're going to tuck the chin in. Now scoop the abdominals back. Hands can come down just to where you can go to without that belly popping up. And then we're going to exhale, to the belly button, keep your chin tucked. Exhale, scoop those abdominals round back up. Reset at the top. If you feel you need to bring your feet in a little, go for that. So just adjust as you need to. Inhale, scoop the abdominals to round the spine back. So we're rounding back, we're not hinging back. Round back up. Reset at the top, shoulders down the back. Inhale back. So remember, if it gets too much with the cans, you can use the cans. One more here. Hands behind thighs if you need it as well. Always plenty of options with Pilates. Feet stay planted on the mat. Exhale up. Good. Next time we're going to come down in increments. So it means just slowly, a little bit deeper each time. So start off higher. Inhale back. Exhale, take the arms just where you can without losing that belly. Bring it back in. Inhale back. Exhale over. Keep the chin tucked. Inhale back. A little bit deeper. See if you can do one more for me. Look to the belly button. Good. Coming up in increments, so slow. Just two more. Look to the belly button. One more. Good job, everyone. Coming up, let's have a nice little stretch. All right, taking the legs out. Flex those feet, anchor the legs down. So we're going to inhale, draw the belly button right in. Exhale, round the spine forward, scoop the abdominals in, relax the head. Inhale, pull that belly button back. Exhale, round the spine forward. So remember, we're stretching the spine here, not the legs. Inhale, pull the waist back. Exhale, rounding, releasing the spine forward. We're trying to create a little bit of openness between each vertebrae. A little bit more space. Good. Inhale, use your abdominals to stack the vertebrae back up. Wonderful. Relax the shoulders down the back. Let's come back. This time, I'm just going to have the knees a narrow hip width. Got the feet on the mat. Option with the cans. If it's getting too much, loose the hands. Beginners, you can use hands behind thighs for a little more support. We're going to inhale, scoot back to somewhere we can maintain, somewhere you can hold. Exhale, let's take an arm wide and follow it with our eyes. Inhale, back to center. Hips stay nice and square, pelvis is still. Use the core to control. Option 2, so level 2 if you can, we start to extend that top leg. So remember, if this is too much, you could, without the hands, have the other hand behind the thigh for a little support. So always options here. Work with where you're at. So it should be a little bit challenging, but achievable with the correct technique. Level 3, if you can, feet come off the mat. Starting to lift the leg as well if you can. Keep the scoop through the abdominals. So you've got control of that can, you're opening up, feel that stretch through the chest, the shoulders drawing back, down the back, keep it stable. Last one either side. A little bit of a challenging one, this one, last one. Good job. Oh, coming back to center. Let's have a nice stretch, we deserve it. Legs down, let's bring the arms up this time, shoulders relaxed down the back. Sit up nice and tall on those sit bones. Inhale, draw the belly right in. Exhale, round that spine forward, keep the chin tucked. Inhale, pull the belly button back. Exhale, rounding forward. One more. Exhale, release forward. Good. Inhale, stacking the vertebrae back up. Relax those shoulders. Wonderful. All right, let's bring the legs out in front now. We're going to anchor those legs down to the mat. Sit up nice and tall here. Option to use the cans. If it's too much, just hands is fine as well. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. Tuck the chin. We're going to exhale, slowly round down, one vertebrae at a time, back onto the mat with control. Arms coming back, make sure you connect with that pelvic floor, the lower abdominals, so the lower back doesn't overarch. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, tuck your chin, look to your belly button, scoop to round up. Now, if that was too much, you could use a hand for a little bit of support to
till the abdominals take over. Exhale, come forward into a nice stretch. Inhale, rolling back up, tuck the chin. Exhale, rolling down, one vertebrae at a time. Feel that articulation. Lift the pelvic floor, use it to control the spine as the arms come back just to where you can with the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin, look to the belly button, scoop, rounding up. Inhale and exhale forward. Nice spine stretch at the top. Inhale up, so more advanced. Arms either side of the shoulders, okay? Or sorry, arms either side of the ears, I should say. Slowly coming down, keep the chin tucked, use that core control. Arms up if you need to, or maybe you can just bring them a little way up. Maybe you can keep them either side of your ears the whole time. So just options here, alright? If it's too much, you bring those arms back out in front. Still maintaining neutral at the bottom, tuck the chin to come up, smooth, round up, try not to get those hip flexors to take over. And we're going to hold this one down, so taking your time, tuck the chin, rounding the spine down. Beautiful. And just put the hands by your side for a second. Adjust your scrunchie if you need to. Squeeze up onto those bottom cheeks. Reach out nice and long. Geez, scrunchie, there's a word I didn't think I would be using again, but they are handy when you've got thick unruly hair like mine, so I'm glad they're back in fashion at the moment. Alright, let's come just to a bent knee position and what I call a neutral pelvic posture. So we want to lift the pelvic floor, switch on those lower abdominals, and you should just feel a small natural curve under the spine. If this is a really big gap for you, if you struggle to get it just a small neutral curve, you could put a little folded towel under there. I also want you to be in a chin tucked position. So again, if your chin is jutting right up to the ceiling and you really struggle to tuck it in, just put a little folded towel under your head to help you bring you into alignment. So we're going to start from this position. I'm going to have my hands handy, but I won't use them just yet. We're going to put our fingertips just over our hip bones to feel for stability and to feel for that belly staying nice and flat. So we're lifting that pelvic floor. You should feel those lower abdominals nice and hard under your fingers. Chin is tucked. We're going to exhale, hover one leg just off the mat, like you're rolling a golf ball under your heel. Inhale back. Gently place it down without moving the hips. Exhale, take the other leg out. Inhale back. So it's really slow and controlled. Exhale. Inhale. Now, if you're comfortable with this, you feel stable, we're going to add in arms. So I'm going to add the opposite arm, reaching longer back. That shoulder stays stable. Inhale back. If this is too much with the cans, I'll show you your option without the can. Palms turned in. Reach longer back. Inhale back. So just an option with the cans. As I exhale and extend to the arm and leg, my ribs drop down towards my hips. Flatten them out. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, flatten the ribs down to the hips. Keep the chin tucked, reach long. Good, one more each side. Last one. Good. Just going to put those hands out to the side. Fingertips towards the floor. Stay with the leg extending. We're going to add an abdominal curl. Inhale back. Exhale, extend the other side. So the belly staying nice and flat. Now if you need to support the head here, that's totally fine. Hands behind the head. Just keep the elbows wide. So we're not pulling on the head. I'm just supporting the weight. Using your core to stabilize pelvis and hips, minimal movement there. This is a wonderful beginner's exercise if you're new to Pilates or just want to work on strengthening those lower abdominals. This is a great one to do it. Excellent. So from there, we're going to go into what we call our imprinted spine. So this is a more advanced position. If it gets too much for you, please come back either to this option where you're extending the leg out, or your easier option is going to be lifting one knee at a time, which we're about to start with anyway, so you would stay with that option. So for our imprinted spine, we lift the pelvic floor and we draw those lower abdominals even stronger down towards the floor. So you should feel your lower spine gently press into the mat And we're going to maintain that imprint of the spine as we bring one knee just above the hip. Inhale down, exhale, other knee just above the hip. Inhale down, maintaining that imprint. So sometimes with my classes, I say, think about your lower abdominals are like a resistance band, one of those thick bands, and they're anchored down, they're nailed to the mat. I don't want those nails to pop as you lift one knee up and the other knee. So this is the easier option. If this is enough for today, please stay with this. Otherwise, more advanced, we're going to bring one knee up, maintain that imprint, keep that resistance band anchored, bring the other knee up. So we've got both knees just above the hip bones. Try to bring those calves to parallel. It's a little bit tricky, I know. And you've got fingertips just onto knees. If you get a whole hand on, you'll feel those lower abdominals switch off. I want them switched on, so we press back out. So starting from here, maintaining the imprint, we're going to exhale, lower one leg. Inhale back, sort of hinging down. Exhale, lower the other leg just where you can without that belly popping up. Without that lower back lifting. So if this is too much, remember you are going to be working one knee up at a time. That's your easier option. So either option you're doing here. Next level, if you can, you start to lengthen out that leg and let's add an opposite arm. So reaching longer back. So I'm going to go without the tins this time. You can keep using them if you like. Keep the chin tucked. Focus on reaching long with fingers and toes. The back of the shoulder draws back across towards the opposite hip. Good. You can do this as you lift one knee up, or you can have your feet on the mat and just extend one leg out. Plenty of options here. Everyone bringing their hands just behind their heads. Let's start to add a little abdominal curl as we extend the leg. Or if you're going with the easier option, it would be as you lift your knee up, you do your little abdominal curl. So two options here, work with where you're at. Keep the chin tucked as you curl up. Try not to pull on the head, you're just supporting the weight of the head. Empty all the air out as you come up, ribs go to hips. Back of the hips stay nice and still on the mat. Use your core to support and balance. Let's start to come up and over towards the stationary knee. Inhale up and over, or exhale up and over, I should say, to the other side. Inhale in between. So again, using my core to stabilize back of the hips on the mat. Empty all the air out as you come over. Notice that my opposite shoulder and arm is staying on the mat, on the ground. Don't yank or pull on that head at all. Remember, easier option if you need it, you would be coming up and over towards the knee you lift. So two options here. Good, that's last two. Last one. Beautiful. Bring those knees in, tuck them right in towards your chin. Tuck your chin in. Have a little breather here, a little roll or massage for that back. Should feel good. Nice work. All right, I'm going to just pop those hands out of the way for now because we're not going to use them for a little while. And make sure you kind of take them as far as you can so you can get a nice stretch on in a minute without banging them. So we've got our knees tucked in. We're going to let them come just a little bit further away from the body and just to a narrow hip width. I'm going to bring my opposite hand, I might start with this one, opposite hand down on top of the knee, and my same hand comes down on top of my shin. I tuck my chin and curl up off the mat and extend the other leg. So make sure you open through the chest, relax the shoulders, use your core to keep the back of the hips as still as you can on the mat. Inhale, exhale, swap sides. Inhale, exhale, alternate. So this is called our single leg stretch. Exhale as you tuck that knee up towards that shoulder. Use your core to keep the back of the hips still. Tuck your chin if you need to and come back to the mat. So this is your easier option, hands on the mat. Come back up when you can. Let's make it a double. Two little pulls. Open through that chest, relax the shoulders. Let's see if we can go to a straight leg. So So straight into doubles. So we're stretching out long. Get a nice stretch on that second pull. Make sure you're not grabbing behind your knee joint. Either above or below is okay, not directly behind the joint. We want to look after them. See if you can come up a little higher, but use your core to keep the back of those hips still. Open through the chest, relax the shoulders. Let's go to a flex foot. Oh, feel that lovely stretch down the back of the leg. And then tuck your chin, coming back to the mat. We're going to start you nice and easy. You can point if you like. If you ever get cramps with the point, you can keep more of a relaxed foot. We're going into our scissors. Tuck the chin, coming up if you can. Starting to go longer with those legs. If this is too much, keep them higher, smaller scissors. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck both knees in, curl up. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, curl back up. So you might be bringing the head back to the mat as you extend out. Your legs might be higher. So you just go to where you're at. Sweep the arms wide to come back up or curl up. You can stay curled up. Plenty of options here. Keep that belly nice and flat. Last one. Tuck the chin, curl down, and stretch out. Well done, everyone. Squeeze up on those glutes. Have a nice stretch, reach long. Breathe. Grab the other fingers if you like. Stretch out. Let the ribs flare. Nice work. All right, last couple of exercises down here. Let's focus on those hips for a minute. So, coming back into a neutral spine, tuck the chin, relax through that upper body, the chest, and let's bring one leg up for our leg circles. A little turn out of that leg. I want you to focus on stability through the pelvis and hips here. I'm going to just bring arms by the side, palms are turned in. I'm going to inhale as I bring this leg up over towards the opposite shoulder. Come towards the knee, open out, come up towards the same shoulder, opposite shoulder. Knee, extend away. So inhale to start, exhale as we come back around. Now, remember we're focusing on stability through pelvis and hips here. I'm using that core to control that. For my regulars, you can start to go a little bigger, a little bit faster on that upswing. So just depending on how in control you feel here. If it feels too unstable, you keep it smaller and slower. You might have a bit more of a bend in your knee, that's okay as well. Last one this way. Let's go the other way. So we're going to come up towards the same shoulder. Extend away, knee, opposite shoulder. So good idea, just start a little bit smaller and slower, even if you were bigger and faster. Sometimes the hip will move more freely one way than another. So any clicking at all, I want you to slow it down, make it smaller. Think about switching on that core stronger. Last one, rest of the body stays still. Good job. Let's bring the other leg up, little turn out. Keep that core switched on. Inhale, up over to opposite shoulder, knee, extend away. Keep open through the chest. Only going bigger if you can control it. Last one this way. Good, let's go the opposite direction. Come up towards that same shoulder. Extend away, knee, opposite shoulder. Think about extending the leg along the way, but drawing that thigh bone into the hip socket. Last one. Good job, everyone. All right, bring those knees in towards you. Let them just come comfortably away from the body, both out and away. And then we're just going to jellyfish the legs in and out. Breathe here. And let's just jellyfish the other way, so legs together, legs apart. Let that breath come back a little. Wonderful. Last exercise down on our backs. Let's take the arms out wide, open through the chest, relax the shoulders. Beginners, stay with your feet on the mat, legs together. Otherwise, if I'm more advanced, improve that spine, bring the knees just up above the hips. Really important, keep those knees super glued together. We're going to inhale over towards one side, eyes up to the opposite arm, but don't let that shoulder lift. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the other side. Look towards the opposite arm, don't let the shoulder lift. Exhale back. Inhale to the other side. So keeping those knees glued together, don't let them slide out from one another. Exhale back. Next level, if you can, you start to extend this top leg. So you could do this with your feet on the mat as well. So inhale as we extend, draw the belly in, reach long with the leg. Exhale, use those obliques to pull it back. Working into that waistline. Also working on rotation through the spine here. So just ease into it, it shouldn't be painful at all. Keep drawing that belly in. Use the core to help pull you back. Most advanced if you can, legs up. You might not get as far without that shoulder lifting. So just go to where you can. One more each side. Last one. Good job, everyone. Just grabbing behind the thighs, rolling up here. Grab yourselves a little drink, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, scrunchies back in place. We're ready to hit the mat again. We're going to be on our bellies for this one. So coming down to your bellies. All right, making your way down. So even when we lie with our belly on our mat, we still want to think about lifting our belly button right up off the mat. We've still got that core working. Just a gentle squeeze of the glutes as well. We might bring the hands back into this one for an added bonus, but remember they're just optional. So I'm going to have the arms back, and I'm going to be reaching long back with those fingers, so my shoulder blades drawn down my back, and lift that belly button up out of the mat. I'm going to take the hands or the palms towards the floor, and then towards the ceiling. So let's exhale to the floor, inhale to the ceiling. So exhale, shoulder blades squeeze together, inhale, shoulder blades lift just off. So you can either rest your forehead on the mat, or you might have it hovered just off so your chin is tucked, or you might have a little towel folded under your head as well. So plenty of options there to make that more comfortable. Keep lifting that belly button up off the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades and separate. Squeeze together, exhale, and separate. Nice full rotation of that arm. So really good for upper back and shoulders here. I promise to strengthen the back of your body. These are often the exercises I find people in my class maybe are not as big a fans of, but it's often what we need more of. You might feel your triceps working here as well. Last one. Good, give those arms a little break. Those hands get heavy pretty quick. So, hands just in front of you, relax those shoulders. Now we're going to switch on those glutes, so start to isolate the glutes a little. So you can bring your fingertips there. It often helps just to press gently so you can feel that squeeze. So squeeze, activate the glute. Lift the belly button up off the mat as you extend the leg away, using the glute to lift. Coming down, let's squeeze the other glute. Feel it engage. Lift belly button up off the mat. Use it to extend away. So once you feel you've got that activation working, you don't need to keep your fingers there. Just a little test. You can always put your hands here on this lower part of your back. I don't want that to be activating, so often those muscles, if they're stronger, can take over and switch off the glutes. So just make sure you're getting that nice squeeze of the glute. The glute is doing the lifting. You keep lifting belly button up off the mat. I want you to think about lifting the leg long, so reach long with those toes, rather than lifting high with the leg. Right, let's add those arms back in. So we're going to do same arms. So as palms go towards the mat, I lift the leg. So I'm doing both palms, both hands, one leg at the moment. Let's start to add a chest lift. So as we squeeze shoulder blades together and lift the leg, I'm lifting the chest up off the mat. Really focus on belly button to spine here. I will help look after the spine. Open through that chest. Looking in front as we lift the head. challenge, if you can, both arms, both legs. Open that chest. Let's keep the next one open, holding up here and picking up the pace. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swimming with those legs, rotating those arms, lifting the chest. Open through the chest. 2 more breaths. Last one. Good. Coming back to the mat. Oh, let's have a lovely stretch here. So, really lovely stretch to counteract these poses, or these exercises, I should say, is the child's pose. So, take the arms out long. My bottom is on my heels. Draw the belly in, and then just relax the head. You can walk those fingers out a little more. Exhale, breathe. Always a good idea, you know, you can have a little movement here before you settle into it. Just kind of work away any little niggles or aches or pains, and then just relax into the stretch. Breathe. One more breath. Excellent. All right, now the next exercise, my regulars are familiar with it, but you might not be. It's one of my favorite ones. It's called breaststroke. It's a little bit different to our regular breaststroke. So I'm just going to kneel to begin with. We will be doing it on the mat, and you can join in with me, just so you can see what we're doing. So you would be lying on the mat. You have your elbows just roughly at shoulder height, palms are turned in. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, we press them away, and then we windscreen right back into center. So inhale, we reach long. Exhale, we press back and windscreen right back in. Notice that my shoulder blades stay drawing down my back. So even as my arms are reaching up high in front or above me, I'm not letting those shoulders lift towards the ears. Alright, so I'm going to start with the arms. Option with the hands, although it will be a lot more advanced, so you don't have to go with that. And then we'll add in legs after. So coming back down to the mat, lift your belly button right up and out of the mat. Arms out, just shoulder height. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, press back. Windscreen right back into center. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, press back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, back to center. Starting to add a chest lift when you can. Lift that belly button to the spine. Good. If the cans get too much, just release the cans. Do it without. 2 more. Excellent. Last one. Wonderful. Let's bring those cans in front. Give the arms a little break for a second. Relax those shoulders. Alright, we're going to add in legs. So heels are together, feet are splayed apart, and we're just beating those heels. So we have the legs long, keep lifting belly button up off the mat, and just keep beating those heels together, nice and fast. Alright, so you should be feeling glutes engaged here. If they're not feeling nice and strong, you could lift them a little bit higher. Keep lifting that belly button up off the mat. Think about extending the legs away. So let's add them in. Inhale forward. Exhale, open up through the chest as you lift. Come back to center. Inhale, press away. If you don't have the hands, you might want to pretend you're swimming through some thick mud here to add that little bit of resistance. If the hands get too much, just lose them. We're just going to do 2 more. Keep beating those heels. Last one. Oh, good job, everyone. I always say a lot tougher than your regular breaststroke. Looking forward to doing some in the pool a little later on today. Alright, so legs are out a little. Relax, breathe. So an easier version of child's pose is to have the knees a little bit wider, so if that feels more comfortable for you. That's one of the takeaways I took from pregnancy. It was a much more comfortable position, especially when you are pregnant. And if you're struggling, you know, to get down into child's pose, it's just a nice kind of easier variation for you. From there, we're just going to go into a deeper variation of the position if you can. So legs come together, bring the arms by the side, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. We're curling down so that the top of our head rests on the mat. Chin is tucked. Breathe. So just enjoying the roundness of the spine here. One more breath. Beautiful. Coming forward here. Alright, so we don't need the hands just yet. We're going to start off in our Sphinx pose. So our elbows are under our shoulders. We're lifting our belly button right up off the mat. Open through the chest. Shoulders are down the back. Just enjoying this nice stretch for our abdominals and stretch for our spine. Again, if you're new to Pilates or yoga or anything like that, and this is enough for you, you just stay with the Sphinx position. Otherwise, coming down on an exhale, or either way, coming down on the exhale. Inhale, we start to come up into cobra if you can, or staying with the Sphinx if that's enough for you. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the belly button to the spine, shoulders down the back, open your chest, and exhale down. So the more the hands are in front of your body, the easier this will be on the spine. So you can always adjust that hand position accordingly. If you want to go a little deeper into it, you can bring the hands a little further down the body so you get a little more extension through that spine. Find somewhere that works for you. We're going to come up and hold there. Inhale. Tuck your chin, look over one shoulder. Tuck your chin, look over the other shoulder. And then come back to center, exhale down. Inhale, coming up, lift belly button to spine. Tuck your chin, look over the other shoulder. Alternate. And exhale down. Coming up, let's look over the other shoulder first. Keep that belly in. Tuck the chin. Exhale down. Last one. And exhale down. Wonderful. Bring your hands by your chest, coming up onto all fours here. I want you to bring your hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Again, you might want to have a little wriggle here into any aches or pains. Find that nice comfortable position. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Turn the creases of your elbows forward here. Lift your belly button up. We're going to inhale, take our eyes to the ceiling, now tailbone to the ceiling. And then exhale, round the spine up to the ceiling. So our cat and cow or cat and dog. Keep the chin a little tucked. Up to the belly button, round that spine. Inhale, reverse. Eyes up, tailbone up. Open through the chest. And exhale, rounding up. Again, focus on that articulation of the vertebrae. Use your abdominals to get a nice big arch. Tuck the tailbone under a little. Inhale, reverse. Just hold for a couple of counts at the end of each stretch. Enjoy that stillness. Really is one of the most wonderful exercises you can do for your spine each day. The last one. Wonderful. Coming back to this box position, we're going to go into our tricep jigger push-ups. So we inhale, bring the elbows back by the sides, or back towards the knees I should say. Exhale, dig the nose forward, bring your body weight forward and round back up to center. Inhale down, exhale, coming forward, round back up. Keep lifting that pelvic floor, keep drawing the belly in. If this is too easy, you can bring the knees back a little. If it's too hard, you bring the knees a little closer to the hands. It's quite a challenging one, just 2 more. One more. Good job. Let's come on to knees here. We're going to come into a hinge position, so 2 exercises for the price of 1. Little squeeze of the glutes, legs are together. We're going to bring the arm up and bring it down the back. So we're stretching out that tricep, but we're also working the core. So lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly in, and I'm just going to hinge back to where I can without losing control of the core. So keep that belly drawing in, keep breathing. One more breath. Good job. Coming up out of it. Ooh, little shake, little release. Let's go to the other side. So elbow down the back, find that stretch through the tricep. Switch on that core, lift the pelvic floor, little squeeze of the glutes. Hinging back just where you can. Keep breathing. One more breath. Good job. Coming up out of it. Ooh, bringing those arms down. Little shake release there. All right. Almost done. Let's finish with a little bit of side leg. Another favourite of mine. I'm not sure all my participants can say the same thing. All right. So we're starting on our side. The plus side is you get to lie down. So we lift the belly button, or lift, I should say, the waist right up out of the mat here. I'm lying on the point of the hip bone. So legs are stacked, knees are stacked, feet are stacked. Lift up out of that waist. And you might want to extend out a little here. So if I put my feet down, they'd be in line with the body, but I want you to lift the feet up. So everything's stacked. If you need a little towel or something under the neck or head here for a little support, grab one. All right, so still keeping that core switched on. We're going to exhale, lift the knee, inhale, lower. Again, a little tactile feel here of that glute. You want to feel that glute max, the fleshy part of your bottom, press into your fingers as you lift that knee. So think about the glute lifting the leg. Keep lifting that waist. Watch you aren't rolling that hip or that leg right back. So the knees stay stacked, hips stay stacked. Next one, let's inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, extend the leg long, squeeze into the glute, reach out long. Inhale, feet together, exhale, knees together. Inhale, lift the knee, exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, feet together, exhale, knees together. Keep lifting the waist out of the mat. Last one, let's hold this one out. Good, so I'm letting the bottom leg rest on the mat. I'm reaching long with that top leg. I'm squeezing that glute, lift the waist. Exhale, take the leg up the wall, inhale, down the wall. Exhale, up the wall, inhale, down the wall. Reach long with that leg away. Keep the waist lifted. Let's start to turn that leg up a little. So I've got toes towards the ceiling, heels a little more towards the mat. Let's hold this one up. So we're getting glute meat here, that little outside of the leg, really good for correct gait. Little pulse here, keep reaching long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting the leg come down, we're going to ride a bike. So I've squared off the leg again, I'm going to bring the knee in towards me, ride a big bike away. So like a big pedal, inhale and exhale. Now the main thing I want you to watch for here is that your knee and your foot stay hip height. Watch neither of them collapse to the mat. That's the most common postural issue we have here. Last one. Let's ride backwards. So bring the leg all the way forward. Tuck the knee in towards you. Push it down in line with the body. Again, keeping the knee and the foot hip height. Watch they don't drop towards the mat. One more. Good, I'm going to let you use your fingers for a little support here. Nice squeeze of the glute. We're going to inhale, come as far forward as you can. Point the toe, take it back. Inhale forward. Exhale, point, take it back. Use your core to support the spine so the belly stays nice and flat. Don't let it pop out as you squeeze back. Keep it all hip height. Watch it as it collapses into the mat. Let's keep the next one forward. Toes to the mat, heel to the ceiling. Lift 5, 4, 3, nearly done, 2, 1. Good job. Take that leg long, bring it in towards you and kick it away. Knee in towards you, kick it away. Keep it hip high. This is a nice little release. Still exercising, but still releasing as well. One more. Good. Hopefully you felt that. Give that bottom a little clap. It deserves it. And let's go to the other side. Oh, so knees are forward, lifting waist right up out of the mat. Feet are in line with the body. Bring those feet up. Everything stacked. Hips, knees, shoulders. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So remember, fingers there. You should always, I generally feel this side a lot quicker than my other side. I think it knows what it's in for. Remember, if you're not sure, fingers there. Watch the knee and the hip aren't rolling back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend long. Squeeze into that glute. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, knees together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Next one, we'll keep it out. So squeeze in that glute. Bottom leg can come to the mat. Lift that waist up. Reach a long, long way with that top leg. Exhale up the wall. Inhale down the wall. Thinking about length rather than height here. Keep lifting that waist. Little upturn of the leg. Next one, let's keep it up. Reaching long way, little pulse right at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take it long and down. Square off the leg. Knee in towards you. Right a big bike away. Inhale in. Exhale. So if you need that little bit more support, you can use your hand here to stabilize a little, or hand on hip. Keeping it all hip height. Watch the foot and knee don't collapse to the mat. Last one this way. And let's reverse. So we bring that leg forward, tuck the knee in, press down. Inhale. Exhale. Nearly done. Last one. Good. Keep lifting the waist. Bring that leg forward. Bring the hand here for a little more support. Inhale. Point. Take it away. Flex forward. Use your core to support. Squeeze into that glute. Last one. Keep this leg forward. Toes to the mat, heel to the ceiling. Lift 5. Keep lifting the waist. 4. Oh, I know it's hurting. 3, 2. Last one. Good. Take the leg long. Bring the knee in towards you. This will help. Kick it away. Keep it hip high. One more. Good job, everyone. Well done. Oh, give it a nice clap. Oh, gently make your way over onto your backs. Tuck your chin in. Bring the knees in. Flex the feet. If you can grab hold of your feet, great. Go for the feet. If not, your ankles or shins, wherever you can. Take them out wide either side of the body. Into happy baby pose. Let the upper body relax here. So remember, keeping that chin tucked just to relax the back of the neck. You might find a little more length there. You might enjoy a little roll side to side. Try to relax that jaw. Wonderful. Bringing the legs down. Just bent knee position, nice neutral spine. Let's bring an ankle over the knee and just press that knee away to open up the hip. Breathe. Bringing that other leg up off the mat, grab behind it, tuck it in towards you. If you need to come up to grab it, just bring the head back to the mat as you tuck it in. And then if you can, bring that elbow in and push that knee away with the elbow. If that's too much, you just keep tucking the other leg in. And then let's just gently roll out the ankle. We always like a little 2 for the price of 1 with our stretches. So getting that piriformis or the gluteals. And also the ankle. rolling the other way with the ankle. Great, keep your legs in the position they're in, bring your foot down to the mat, take your arms out wide, and I'm just going to bring this leg across, so that both feet come to the mat and I look towards the opposite arm. You should feel a nice stretch through this hip here. Great to open out that hip. Breathe. One more breath here. Good. Gently coming back up. Let's bring the other ankle over the knee. Readjust through the spine if you need to, so you're just nice and neutral. Pushing away with that hand just to open through the hip to begin. And then bringing that other leg up. Tuck the knee in towards you. Pressing the other knee away with the elbow if you can, and then rolling out the ankle. And the other way with the ankle. Keep breathing. Good. Bringing the foot to the mat, taking the arms out wide, letting that lifted foot just relax over so that both feet are on the mat, one's on the side, the other foot's flat. Looking towards the opposite shoulder. Breathe, just letting that hip open up. Last breath. Coming back to center here. Let's just bring the knees together, bring the arms out wide, bring the knees over to one side, look towards the opposite arm. So I don't mind if your knees aren't stacked here. And then let's stack everything on top of each other. So I'm going to stack my hands, my shoulders, my knees, my hips. And then I'm going to exhale, open wide without losing the stack of the lower body. Inhale, bring the hands back on top of each other. Exhale, opening up without losing that stack. So a great one to open up through the chest, shoulders, again correcting those rounded shoulders. Last one, let's hold this one open for a couple of breaths. Inhale. Almost done, buddy. It's okay. Last breath. Good, coming to the other side. So looking towards the opposite arm. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're not stacked here, just breathe. It's okay. It's okay. Bringing your hands on top of each other. Exhale, opening up. So keeping everything stacked now. Knees, hips, shoulders. Inhale back. Exhale, open up. It's okay, feelings. My kids are worried because the screen's gone black, but it's still recording. Let's keep this one open. Relax the shoulder. Let that chest just open up. Good. Coming back to center here, grabbing behind the thighs. Let's roll on up. Just about done, everyone. So let's finish with a forward fold here. So just letting the body hang back in that starting position with the feet, just narrow hip width. Let those sit bones just relax towards the ceiling. Picking up your toes, so you might have a big bend in your knee. If you've got a big bend, on your exhale, try to straighten your legs. On your inhale, come back to a bent knee. If you've already got pretty straight legs, just keep the knees a little soft. On your exhale, you're going to bring your body closer to your legs. On your inhale, come Drawing that belly button in, keep pressing the sit bones up to the ceiling. One more. Good. Just letting the body hang here, allowing the movement through the hips, whatever feels good. Inhale, draw the belly in. And exhale, use those abdominals to slowly roll the spine back up. Chin coming up last. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Let's just open through the chest here. Relax those shoulders, breathe. Take a moment just to focus on maintaining this correct posture throughout the week. So we want that little lift to the pelvic floor. The lower abdominals wrapped around the spine. The shoulders relaxed down the back. Length and lightness through the spine. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. Hopefully you'll join me again for another class.